Good morning, children. I am Risara sir, working as a mathematics teacher in the Dr. Besant English Medium School. So, children, in my previous class, from this 8th class state mathematics simple equations, that is linear equations in one variable, I completed some of the problems from exercise 2.5. So, let me continue the previous class. I am going to explain you which problems I left from the exercise 2.5. Today, I will finish those problems. Okay, children. So, I am requesting you please open your 8th class mathematics textbook. That is page number 57, exercise 2.5. So, page number children 57, exercise 2.5. Exercise 2.5. Children, verify. In the last class, I explained you up to the 8th problem. Now, see question number 9. See question number 9. A and B together can finish a piece of work in 12 days. If A alone can finish the same work in 20 days, in how many days B alone can finish it? A and B can do the piece of work in 12 days. A only alone can finish the work in 20 days. In how many days B alone can finish this work? This is the problem. So, the time taken by A to finish the work equal to 20 days. Time taken by A to finish the work equal to 20 days. Time taken by A to finish the work. Time taken by A to finish the work is equals to 12 days. Equals to not 12 days, 20 days. Children, you see, time taken by A to finish the work is equal to 20 days. 20 days. The portion of work done by A in one day equal to 1 by 20th part. The portion of work done by A. The portion of work done by A. The portion of work done by A in one day is equals to 1 by 20th part. Whenever A takes 20 days to finish the job, then the portion of work done by A in one day, that is 1 by 20th part. 1 by 20th part. So we need to find B takes how many days to finish the same job. So let us suppose time taken by B to finish the same work X days. Let time taken by B to finish the work, to finish the same work, B X days. See, children, let the time taken by B to finish the same job be X days. That is the portion of work done by B, the portion of work done by B, the portion of work done by B in one day, that equal to 1 by X part. 1 by X part. It is also given that both A and B have taken 20 days to finish the same job. Time taken by both A and B to finish the work in 20 days. The time taken by both A and B, the time taken by both A and B to finish the work, that is equals to 20 days. Time taken by both A and B to finish the work equal to 20 days. That means the portion of work done by both A and B, the portion of work done by both A and B in one day, that is equal to 1 by 20th part. 1 by 20th part. So did you understand this working, children? Okay. So the portion of work done by both A and B in one day, 1 by 20th part. Listen to me. How we will write this working? See, let me continue. Last step we have the portion of work done by both A and B in one day, 1 by 20th part. That means what? The portion of work done by A in one day, 1 by 20th part. 1 by, this is not 20, 12 days. I am extremely sorry, children. Time taken by both A and B to finish the work 12 days, not 20 days. I am extremely sorry. The portion of work done by both A and B in one day, 1 by 12th part, not 1 by 20th part, 1 by 12th part. Okay, children? So this is the portion of work done by one day by A, 1 by 20th part. the portion of work done by B in 1 day, 1 by X part. Both A and B can do the job in 12 days. The portion of work done by both A and B in 1 day, 1 by 12th part. It is portioned by A in 1 day, it is portioned by B in 1 day, it is portioned by both A and B in 1 day. So it is plus. So now it is 1 by X is equal to 1 by 12. This comes minus 1 by 20. This is 1 by X is equal to LCM of 12 and 20 is 60. Do you know LCM of 12 and 20 is how much, children? 60. LCM of 12 and 20 how much, children? 60. Let us find here 12 comma 20 LCM of. So 12 and 20 are divisible by 2. 6 are 2 tens are 2 3s are 2 5s are. So 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. So 2 2s are 4. 4 3s are 12. 12 5s are 16. Okay, children. 12 how much is 16? 5s are. Minus 20 how much is 60? 3s are. This implies 1 by X is equal to 5 minus 3, 2 by 16. This implies 1 by X is equal to 2 1s are 2 30s are. So 1 by 30. X means what we supposed? Time taken by B. Time taken by B. So 1 by X means the portion of work done by B, 1 by 30th part in 1 day. Therefore, time taken by B, time taken by B, time taken by B to finish the work, to finish the work, to finish the work, that is equals to 30 days. That equals to how much, children? 30 days. Time taken by B to finish the work X is equal to 30 days. So did you understand, children? Once you verify. Okay, children. I hope that you have understood the solution. Yes, children. Children, you see, I am going to explain you question number 10. Verify, children. Question number 10. If a train runs 40 kilometers per hour, it reaches a destination by 11 minutes late. But if it runs 50 kilometers per hour, it late by 5 minutes only. If a train runs 40 kilometers per hour speed, it reaches the destination by 11 minutes later. If its speed is 50 kilometers per hour, it reaches the destination only 5 minutes later. So now find the distance to be covered by the train. Find the distance to be covered by the train. Okay, children. Verify what is this problem. If a train runs at a speed of 40 kilometers per hour, it reaches the destination 11 minutes late. Whereas if it reaches that, if its speed is 50 kilometers per hour, it reaches the same destination only 5 minutes late. We need to find out what is the distance traveled by the train. Okay, children. So let us suppose the distance. Let us suppose that the distance traveled by the train. Let us suppose that the distance traveled by train be x kilometers. What I supposed? Distance traveled by the train x kilometers. If speed is 40 kilometers per hour, then time taken, that equals to time is equals to distance by speed. Means time is equals to distance x by speed 40 hours. Okay, children. See, let us suppose that distance traveled by the train in x kilometers. We need to find out the distance. I suppose it as x kilometers. Speed is given 40 kilometers per hour. kmph means kilometer per hour. What stands for kmph? Kilometer per hour. If speed is 40 kilometers per hour, then time equal distance by speed. The formula. What's the formula for time? Time equal to distance by speed. So implies the time equal to distance is x by speed is 40 hours. Leave it. If speed is 50 kilometers per hour, then time that equals to time taken is equals to time equals to distance by speed. This implies the time equal distance is x by speed is 50 hours. So when the speed is 50 kilometers per hour, time equal distance by speed, distance is x by speed is 50 hours. Now it is given if the speed is 40 kilometers per hour, it reaches the destination 11 minutes late. If the speed is 50 km per hour, it reaches the same destination 5 minutes late. We need to find out difference between timings. Since difference in timings, that is equals to that first time is x by 40 minus second time is x by 50. It is 11 minutes is equals to minus 11 minutes is equal to minus 6 minutes 5 minutes by 60 hours. Okay children, observe x by 40 first time minus x by 50 second time, difference in timings. When speed is 40 kilometers, it reaches the destination 11 minutes late. When the speed is 50 kilometers, it reaches the destination 5 minutes late. Difference between timings 11 minutes minus 5 minutes. I am converting these minutes into hours. So 11 minus 5 by 60 hours. So 11 minus 5, no need of writing minutes here. Why? Because we are converting minutes into hours. So that's why I have written hours. So 11 minus 5, difference in timings. I converted 11 minutes minus my 5 minutes into hours, means 11 minus 5 by 60 hours. Why? Because 60 minutes equal to hour. When you convert a minute into hour, you divide with 60. Okay children, did you understand? So this is bracket. Can I rub this one children? Yes. Verify. We have to simplify. This is LCM of 40 and 50 is 200. LCM of 40 and 50, what is children? 200. Let us see this one. 40, 50, 5 8s are 5 10s are 2 4s are 2 5s are 5 into 2 into 4 into 5 5 2s are 10 10 4s are 40 40 5s are 200. What is LCM children? 200. Now observe. 40 how much are 200? 5s are 5x minus 50 how much are 200? 4s are 4x equal to 11 minus 5 6 by 60 hours. Okay children. Now these are all hours only. Why? Because this is the timings. These are all hours only. Hours is equal to hours only. So hour cancel. 1 by 10. This is 5x minus 4x x by 200 is equal to 1 by 10. 0 cancel. So x1 the x is equal to 21 the 20. So 20 kilometers. So what is the distance traveled by the train? 20 kilometers. What is the distance traveled by the train? 20 kilometers. Therefore, distance traveled by train, we got x is equal to 20 kilometers. Okay children, let us verify with the textbook whether this answer is right or wrong. This is the problem from exercise 2.5 10th one. Once verify children, exercise 2.5 10th one, yes 20 kilometers. It is absolutely right, 20 kilometers. Did you understand children? Once you verify. Okay children, you say this one. Let me continue this exercise 2.5 with the next problem. Verify children. Children verify. This is question number 11. 1/4 of herd of a deer has gone to the forest. 1/3 of the total number is grazing in a field, and remaining 15 are drinking water on the bank of a river. Find the total number of deer. 1/4 of the herd of a deer has gone to the forest. 1/3 of the total number of the deer is in the field, and remaining 15 are in the drinking water on the bank of a river. We need to find what is the total number of deer. See, let total number of deer be x. What I supposed? Total number of deer be x. So number of deer has gone to the forest. Number of deer has gone to the forest. Number of deer has gone to the forest. Gone to forest is equal to 1/4 of total number of deer. 1/4 of total number of deer, that is equal to 1/4 of x. So when I suppose it as a total number of deer as x, number of deer has gone to the forest equal to 1/4 of the total number of deer, that is 1 by 4 of x. And number of deer is grazing in the field. Number of deer is grazing in the field equal to 1/3. Number of deer grazing in a field. Number of deer grazing in a field is equal to 1/3. 1/3 of total number of deer. 1/3 of total number of deer. That is 1 by 3 into x. 1 by 3 into x. So remaining deer are 15 went for drinking water in the bank of river. Number of deer went for drinking water on the bank of river. 15. Number of deer. See, remaining total number of and in the field and the remaining 15. Number of deer which has gone for drinking water. Which has gone for drinking water equal to remaining 15. So how you will get remaining 15? So total number of deer we suppose it as x. 1/4 of deer has gone for the forest. 1/3 of the deer has gone for the drinking water, grazing field. So 1/4 of deer, 1 by 4 into x. 1 by 4 into x has gone for the forest, and plus 1/3 of deer, 1 by 3 into x, grazing in a field. So when you add this and this sum should be subtracted from the total number of deer, you will get remaining 15 which has gone for the drinking water. Observe. So how I design the equation? Total number of deer x. 1/4 of deer has gone for forest. 1/3 of deer has gone for grazing field. So adding these two, subtracting this sum from this total, then you get remaining 15 went for drinking water. So this is x minus LCM of 4 and 3 12. 4 3s are 12, 3 into x 3x plus 3 4s are 12, 4 into x 4x is equal to 15. So it is x minus 3x plus 4x 7x by 12 is equal to 15. So x can be written as x by 1, LCM is 12, 1 12s are 12, 12 into x 12x minus 12 1s are 12, 1 into 7x 7x equal to 15. Okay children, did you understand up to there? Once you check. Yes children, can I continue here? Okay. Children, verify. This is 12x minus 7x, which is 5x, by 12 is equal to 15. 12x minus 7x is 5x. 5x by 12 equal to 15. This implies 5x is equals to 15 by doing 12 into cross multiplication into 12. This x equal to 15 into 12. This comes by 5. This implies x equal to 5 3s are 15, 3 12s are 36. Therefore, total number of deer that equal to x equal to 36. So what we got children? Total number of deer x equal to 36. So did you understand the solution children? Yes. Okay. Okay children. See, I am going to explain you next is 12th problem from this exercise 2.5. Children, you see 12th one. By selling a radio for 903 rupees, a shopkeeper gains 5%. Find the cost price of radio. By selling a radio for 903 rupees, a shopkeeper gains 5%. What is the cost price of the radio? Children, it is given selling price of radio 903 rupees. Gain percentage is also given 5%. We need to find the cost price of radio. Observe, selling price of radio equal to SP is equals to 903 rupees. Gain percentage is equal to G percentage is equals to how much it is given? 5%. No. Yes, 5%. We need to find out what is the cost price of this radio. Cost price of radio, that is equal to question mark. So we have a formula to find directly cost price. We have a formula to find cost price directly when the selling price and gain percentage are given. We learned all these formulas in the 7th class ratio and application chapter. Okay, children. Cost price is equal to SP into 100 by 100 plus gain percentage. What is the formula to find cost price? Cost price is equal to selling price into 100 by 100 plus gain percentage. So this is cost price is equal to selling price is 903 into 100 by 100 plus gain percentage is 5. This implies cost price is equal to 903 into 100 by 105. 100 plus 5 is 105. Okay, children. Let me do the calculation here. CP is equal to what we have? 903 into 100 by 105. 903 into 100 by 105. See this one. 520 is a 521 is a 7 3 is a 7 1 is 7. 2 will be there. 7 2 is a 14. 6 will be there. 7 9 is 63. CP is equal to 3 4 is a 3 3 is a. So that is 43 into 20. So CP is equal to 0 2 3 is 6 2 4 8. Therefore, what we got? Cost price of radio that equal to 860 rupees. What we got? Cost price of radio 860 rupees. So children, this is the formula to find the cost price when the selling price and gain percentage are given. Repeat. What is it? CP is equal to SP into 100 by 100 plus gain percentage. Okay, children. So I hope that we have understood this solution. Is it clear, children? Yes, children. Now it is given one more problem. So Shaker gives a quarter of his sweets to Renu and then gives 5 sweets to Raji. He has 7 sweets left. How many did he have to start with the Shaker? So children, once you verify, so I will explain you 13th problem. I hope that did you understand this problem? Okay, children. Yes, children. Now we say I am going to explain you 13th problem. Yes, children. Shaker gives a quarter of his sweets to Renu and then gives 5 sweets of Raji. He has 7 sweets left. How many did he have to start with Shaker? So total number of sweets. Let total number of sweets with Shaker. Let total number of sweets with Shaker be X. Let total number of sweets with Shaker be X. The number of sweets given to the Renu. Number of sweets given to Renu. Number of sweets given to Renu. Number of sweets given to Renu equal to quarter of total sweets. Quarter of total sweets. That is quarter of total sweets. That is equal to 1/4 of X. See, children, what I supposed? We need to find out total number of sweets with Renu. I supposed as total number of sweets with Shaker, not Renu, Shaker as X. So number of sweets given to Renu, quarter of the total number of sweets, that is 1/4 of X. And also number of sweets given to Raji, number of sweets given to Raji, number of sweets given to Raji, that is equals to 5. That equals to 5. He has 7 sweets left. Number of sweets left with Shaker. Number of sweets left with Shaker. Left with Shaker, that is equals to 7. Okay. How we will design the equation? Total number of sweets as X. Total number of sweets as X. Now, quarter of the sweets has given to Renu and 5 sweets given to Raji. So when you subtract this from this total, you get remaining sweets 7 left. Okay children, verify. Total number of sweets I supposed as X, quarter of sweets given to Renu, 5 sweets given to Raji. So this plus this, when you subtract this sum from the total, you get the remaining sweets what left with Saker. So did you understand this children? Yes. This is X minus 1 by 4X minus 5 is equals to 7. X minus 1 by 4X minus 5 minus into plus minus 5 equal to 7. Equal to 7. Can I rub this one children? Okay children. Now verify. So now we need to solve this equation. This is X minus 1 by 4X is equal to 7 minus 5 comes plus 5. X minus 1 by 4X equal to 7 plus 5. This is by 1, LCM is 4, 1 4 is 4, 4 into X 4X minus 4 1 is 4, 1 into X is equal to 7 minus 5, 7 plus 5 is 12. So 4X minus X is 3X by 4 is equal to 12. This implies 3X is equal to 4, 12 is 48 by doing cross multiplication. X is equal to 48, this comes by 3, 3 16 is 48. 3 16 is 48. Okay children, therefore say what is the total number of sweets with Saker? 16. Therefore number of sweets with Saker, that is equals to X is equals to 16. So I hope that you have understood this solution. Is it clear children? Yes. So children, so what I have explained in today's class, I hope that you have understood very well. My today's homework is from exercise 2.5, complete, from exercise 2.5, complete the problems 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this is my today's homework children. Thank you one and all.